Hello, you guys. I hope you're doing well and in high spirits. I do not know why, but Pisces and Gemini have been sticking out to me really strongly these days. So I was thinking, how can I combine a reading for you guys? Well, why don't we look at our Pisces people and our Gemini people, sun, moon, or rising, okay? Gemini placements in your major 3. If you're dealing with love, Gemini placement in your Venus as well, because that would also be a strong placement if it's a love situation you're dealing with. And just looking at what you guys are dealing with these days, Pisces and Gemini. Maybe you're dealing with each other. I don't know. So Pisces placements and Gemini placements. What are you guys dealing with? Okay, so you could both be dealing with a bit of depression, sadness, feeling down and out. Okay, we've got Queen of Cups in reverse as well. So this could be a water sign that's been exiting your life or there's been troubles with here. Okay, take it, on either side where it resonates. You could be the water sign. You could be dealing with that water sign. This could also talk about feeling, I don't know, a bit disconnected maybe from the intuition. Like literally that, like, I don't know, right? Could also, on the contrary or the flip side, talk about kind of coming through some kind of resentments here, some kind of pains, coming through something that's been keeping you stuck in the past or stuck on something emotionally, okay? Again, the 5 of Cups here, though, does talk about, depression, grief, sadness, or just very limited energy, very scarcity type of energy in the emotional world. Now, Gemini and, Pisces energy, clearly it's air and water, it's different vibes, but there's this duality, that both share in very different ways. So I'm not sure if the duality is the point of interest here or what. What else for Pisces, Gemini? What else are they dealing with? Do you want to point out, please and thank you, Spirit? Okay, a lot of, reflection on the past, on the childhood, on giving and receiving emotions. There's a really emotional energy about this. Some of this could have to do with a Cancer energy or just the energy of the home here, okay? But a very divided, hurt feeling in a way. I feel some of you have been trying to release your little inner child self. One of those little inner child selves got away, or but there's still these others that feel in danger, or they feel, in pain or unable to move through something here. You could be dealing here with a fire energy or somebody who's very hasty, an energy that's very haphazard, that comes in and acts on its passions and acts on its whims, and that can be amazing sometimes and even quite expansive, but it can also burn things down, tear things apart, and create a huge mess, right? This could also be a fire energy that you knew, that comes back in, or this could be a reignited passion for you. This could even be an anger that's burning, or something that's very messy or sloppy for you, and you can't contain it. You just have to let it out, let it go. Also see you dealing with disempowerment here. Being trapped in fear, feeling trapped in your emotions, feeling trapped more in your head. I do feel there's an emotional, trap here with the 5 of Cups and 8 of Swords. But I mean, feeling like this is also a big question of authenticity. Like, what am I not seeing? What am I not seeing in myself, in the past, in others? What am I not recognizing? Like, what are my eyes blindfolded to here? What strengths also have I been hiding from myself, or have I lost along the way? Trying to unveil the mask, not knowing how sometimes to look beyond it. But yeah, the voice, the creativity, the mind could feel a bit disempowered or just trapped, on the contrary, because I like to look at the flip sides of these two, these meanings, because it's not just all negative, like you're all trapped or you're all disempowered. There's also 8 being a power number, a number of wealth, a number of strength. There's also this real opportunity laden in this energy of moving through this, coming through this. It creates such a profound amount of strength and liberation when you do finally break through that. Going through this, it's been a part of strengthening you to such a degree. What else do we have going on here for Gemini and Pisces energies? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. again, fighting through the unknown. A lot of different emotions we're quarreling or grappling with here. Feeling, you know, there could even be like sensual shame for some of you here that's been present. There could be a rough exterior to something. There could really just be this like feeling like we have to fight through, or don't know what way we're going, or we know what way we're going, but how to get there, or how we're going to fight through to get there, or I don't know. There's all these questions. I keep saying I don't know, which is interesting too. Maybe there's this feeling like I don't know. I'm also seeing something about the beach here. The birds and the horizon line, or the beach line. This could be wanting to fly solo, wanting to fly free. Okay. I'm actually seeing that on my desk. Sorry, not on the cards, but definitely feels relevant. There could be a fear as well of getting sucked in, you know, sucked into something. Black hole, a void, something where you lose yourself in it, you know. If you were to go through a black hole, you would lose all your time and your being, you know, you would stretch out and who knows what you'd become. It's a mystery. Benjamin Button, maybe time would go backwards. What else here, Gemini and Pisces, are you guys dealing with? Why are we here for you today? What are you guys dealing with? I mean, clearly there's a lot you're dealing with. Please and thank you. The Hermit. So you could be dealing, you know, with feeling alone, or just a lot of introspection, a lot of reflection. This could also be Virgo energy. There's a possibility there. So far we've seen, you know, water, Cancer, a bit of fire here, and Virgo coming through most strongly for who you could be dealing with, or energy influences you could be dealing with. I'm feeling like in your reading there's this helicopter that keeps flying over, back and forth, like really close to the apartment that I'm in, and I feel like I feel this weird frustration with it, because it's like it's trying to disturb or distract in a weird way, even though, you know, it's obviously probably not its goal, but there's this feeling of like authority, or of the sky being, you know, the sky being like managed, or being, the sky being, what's the word, like where it's roamed by authority, you know, like, and like for Gemini especially, I mean, there's this feeling of wanting to fly free like a bird into the sky, you know, to go on, but there's like this thing up there that's like making sure like you're staying where you are, like it's this vibe of it. It could even be this for Pisces too. I mean, Pisces, you know, depending on your placements and everything, maybe you've got both Pisces, Gemini, but even then it's like there's just this feeling of wanting to be free and to soar and to liberate, but then there's like this government agency, or this authority, or this justice system, or this person, or this thing, or this keeper that's like sometimes like really interfering with that space, or threatening that space. Maybe it's like just when you feel like you're ready to like get somewhere, to go into that, or to take off, bam, there it is, you know. And you know, I gotta say, like, as soon as we acknowledge the energy, it seems like it becomes more clear, and it doesn't feel as threatening. So there could be something about acknowledging an energy like that in your life, whether you just need to see it, say it, speak it out, recognize it, that could really help you, okay? What else for Gemini, Pisces are you guys dealing with? Please and thank you. What else for Gemini, Pisces are you guys dealing with? Please and thank you. Knave of Swords almost in reverse. So I'm looking at this. This could be musical for one, okay? There could be, you know, maybe you're not doing music as much or something. Or you're not listening to music as much, or it's more back and forth, more sporadic, more off and on. But this, generally, I look at this as having to do with attachments, okay? So the Knave of Swords, I feel like, is this energy that wants to release certain attachments or ways of thinking or ways of communicating and move into new, getting new education, new knowledges, kind of growing, you know, growing into a new energy, releasing that and moving forwards, you know, with it on its side. There could be a battle, a challenge with that, or it could be that we're half let go, or 75% let go of something, 25% holding on, you know, or 50% holding on. This could also just say that those new mindsets, those new communication things, those new energies aren't totally implemented yet. This could also talk about a younger air energy, or if, Pisces is dealing with Gemini, that just seems kind of in, kind of not in. Like, are they, aren't they? Okay? This could also be some kind of news, but you're only getting part of the news or part of the truth here. What else for Gemini Pisces, please and thank you? King of Pentacles. This is coming out in a kind of past position. It's also coming out on the Hermit. So some of you, there's this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, masculine, that you've been dealing with and reflecting on, okay? This could be a father. This could be somebody you just dealt with in general. This could also have to do with work. If it's not an earth sign, it could have to do with your work, with your money, your finances and career, somebody at your work, okay? I actually get a pretty kind vibe from this person overall. But I also get that some of that could be a mask. Because if you think about it, like in the mummy, like they're in their, not their tomb, but their sarcophagus. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But this is like, they're dead in there, they're a mummy in there. They're all wrapped up and they're a corpse, right? Or maybe past the point of corpse. And the outside is this beautiful gold picture, but it's not actually their being inside. Right? So when I see that with the King of Pentacles, or the work, or the money, or the earth sign, or even the reflection on a masculine in the life that had to do with your foundations, like a primary relationship, or a dad, a father, something like this, I see or feel there can be a lot of what it actually is, inside, very, very withered or dead inside somehow, or very, not what it seems on the outside, not what it appears. What else for Gemini Pisces are you guys dealing with? Please and thank you. Man, there is something going down because this helicopter is like, they are circling a lot. And that's interesting too, because I'm automatically feeling like suspicious of myself. I'm like, what could there be? And there's literally no reason to feel that way. But as a very like sensitive and empathic person, I can tell you sometimes I soak up the energy that's being projected out, right? And maybe that, fits for some of you too. Sometimes you're soaking that energy up. I don't know. Again, I don't know. There we are. I don't know. But we do know. We do know. But I keep saying I don't know, but we do know. That's more for you guys, not to say that we know, but you know. Okay. This is the one I didn't want to come out on YouTube because it's not the most YouTube friendly image, but it is the, please don't, just pass it. Knave of Cups in reverse. So again, you could be not getting the emotional side of some kind of news here, or you could be rejecting, not dealing with these minimal offers anymore, these offers that are very, I don't know, underdeveloped somehow. Especially if they just seem like they're after one thing. Some of you have been battling mental confusion, but it's getting better. Or you've been battling a tough decision, but it's getting better. Some of you, the way that you're moving through that decision is like maybe something will come back around, the opportunity will come back around in the future, but you don't know. Some of you could worry about an addiction coming back around too. You could be trying to balance out your mental state, something like this, okay? Anything else for Pisces, Gemini that you guys are dealing with? Okay, I want to look at who you guys are dealing with. What people or what the energy of the people that you're dealing with are. And you can, because we're reading for both of you, in case you guys are dealing with each other, just take it on what side it resonates on. It doesn't need to be you or them, where it doesn't resonate. Oh, okay. I'm having a real moment. I don't want to take too much time on that. I just having a real moment. Like, it's crazy to like use the inventions of great minds and people like to use it to like manage the people. Like it's almost like an exploitation. Like I know it's very helpful and beneficial. This is no diss, but it's just interesting to take like the creatives and the psychics and the artists and the inventors, and then for like the authority to take that and to like man the skies with it, you know. Again, probably super helpful, probably something that's needed in a lot of instances, but then in the whereas it's not, it's like, it's a vibe. There's something about that in this reading that keeps, it's like it just is nagging. It's nagging. It's some kind of authority or something here. It could even be a person in a relationship, you know, that just wants to control or something or exploit or use. So who are you guys dealing with? Pisces, Gemini, please and thank you. Anybody, namely, to point out that you guys are dealing with, a person? Or the energy of who you're dealing with? Oh, could be coming out in the future here. You could be dealing with Leo here, or somebody who's very strong, somebody who's very balanced. Okay, somebody who's learning how to have a lot of willpower, to exert that willpower in a positive way. Anything else about who you guys are dealing with? Please and thank you. This could also be helping bring out strength in you. This could also be somebody that, you know, suppresses themselves a bit, but it does help keep them in balance. Could also be somebody that dealt with abuse here. Okay. And their own forms of suppression, repression, oppression. Anything else about who you guys are dealing with, Pisces, Gemini? Wow, that's all they want to say, at least from this deck. All right. Well, let's get a little advice for you, and then I think I will move it into the extended after that. And we're just going to keep flowing and rolling with this energy and breaking it down deeper and deeper and seeing what Spirit wants to say about it all, seeing what guidance they can give. Also maybe looking ahead in the future a bit and seeing maybe if some more will actually come out about who you're dealing with. I kind of wondered if they wanted to save that for the extended portion, so that link will be below. And by the way, you guys, our readings are on special right now. Level 1 and level 2 readings are on special in April, for the rest of this month of April, if you're seeing this in April. Okay, and our level 1 readings are marked down from 54 to 42. Our level 2 readings are marked down from 92 to 72. Okay, so our readings are long, they're really in depth. It's a pretty nice sweet spot. The only way to get readings with us is to email us. All of the information is in the description box below. Any advice for you guys moving through this energy? Moving through all this intense energy, please and thank you. Any advice for you guys moving through all of this intense energy? Please and thank you. Definitely pulling on your strength, but yeah, resting, getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, meditating, reflecting, going through that rejuvenation, okay? Also looking at what hasn't been making you very happy or really working that well in your life, and maybe what that's related to. There's a scarcity or lack energy that this could be connected to or related to. Again, this could come from the home, parents, or relationships, people who were very critical, very selective, maybe somebody who was giving, you know, to two, or like rationing things out and trying to do a power dynamic, okay? Judging you, deciding what you could get and what you couldn't. And now when you're trying to build your own thing up, there's this system that's like that you know, grew accustomed to at some point or were affected by at some point that's now affecting what you're doing or what you're building, right? And the key here is basically just to reflect on those things in your life that really don't feel like they're working through rest, through meditation. You could even program your sleep when you go to bed at night, like, I want to have clarity about this. You know, you can write it under your pillow, or you can just set the intention before you sleep. Or, you know, again, meditate on it, on that subject, and just let yourself be with that energy. You don't need to force your thoughts or something to pray, to connect. But there is so much in the childhood here that really wants to come out, or also just in these past relationships and how they connect to deeper things. Any other advice for you guys dealing with and moving through this energy? Please and thank you. You guys just got to let yourself feel what you need to feel too. Okay, 5 of Cups, I mean, it is like that vibe of you know, we have to go through it sometimes, right? This is also part of what we need to look at and go into and reflect on. We don't need to stay there or wallow there. But if we don't resist it, it will resolve a lot quicker. We can move through it a lot quicker, okay? So from there, we're going to go ahead and take this over to the extended, continue on some advice. Thank you so much for being here. If this is where we leave you, we send you lots of love and really appreciate you guys and your presence here. Take care, okay?